everyone, it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of Dandelion, which is brought to you. This is Jiyeon's route, and this is number 6.
선배, 그게 진짜예요?
And the date is March 4th. Heejay gaped his mouth open, as if he couldn't believe it.
갑자기 와 그런데요. 이제 곧 졸업이잖아요.
사정이 좀 생겨서.
그래도 갑자기 휴학하고 서울로 간다고요?
I had no choice.
뭐? 너 엄마랑 떨어져 살더니 이젠 범죄자랑 친구 됐니? 나 원참 기가 막혀서. 돈은 내가 알아서 할 테니까 넌 당장 서울로 올라와. 대학? 지방대 졸업해서 뭐 하려고 그러니? 와서 편입이나 준비해. 공무원 시험이라도 보게 하든가 해야지 원.
Mom sent me money on the condition that I return to Seoul. I remitted the money to the man, and fortunately, he sent me back my ID card. It's all over. The issue has now been taken care of. Did I make the right choice? I didn't tell the animals that I'm returning to Seoul yet. I have 2 months left before I go. I told Mom that I would go to Seoul before the next semester starts. I should look for a good timing to tell them.
가기 전까지 전시회 준비는 열심히 할게.
선배,
Heejay looked very sorry. I guess it's not going to work out after all. Despite being away from Mom, I'm still a fool who doesn't know what I want to do. I thought that I would be able to find my dream here. Before I go, I want to see Jiyeon. I wanted to see him and talk with him. The way you live is not right. You should live a different life. I would really like to tell him that.
다녀왔어.
The house is quiet. Is no one home?
Oh.
I spotted Jiyeon's shoes at the front door. Did he come home? My heart began beating rapidly. I hurriedly took off my shoes and entered the house.
지연아!
He's back. He's home. I knew that he would come back home.
지연아, 너...
What is Jiyeon holding? My sketchbook? Sitting on my bed, Jiyeon held my sketchbook in his hands.
오랜만이야.
Jiyeon stood up and came to me.
그렸었구나.
He held up the sketchbook. It was the page where I had drawn him.
그럼 나 그려주라 나. 캐릭터처럼 귀엽게.
This is embarrassing. I drew the picture as his words lingered in my mind. I had no idea that he would see it. Thinking about how Jiyeon was back then, the guy in front of me seems like a different person. We always laughed together, and Jiyeon was very bright. It seems like such a long time ago. Jiyeon dropped the sketchbook on the floor.
재밌어? 이런 거 그리면? 뭐야 누나, 설마 나 좋아하기라도 한 거 아니야?
Jiyeon sneered. I couldn't answer. It's the unfamiliar Jiyeon again.
왜 말이 없어? 나 좋아하는 거 맞지?
I gazed at Jiyeon with my mouth closed.
날 좋아하니까 그런 큰 돈도 내주고. 누나 돈 많았구나. 난 몰랐는데.
지연아,
누나, 그 돈 어디서 났어?
그건 네가 알 필요 없어.
누나, 나 정말 많이 좋아하나 봐. 왜 대답을 안 해? 나 좋아하니까 돈 내준 거 아니야? 내 어디가 좋았을까? 나 같은 놈을 좋아하다니. 누나, 눈이 삔 거 아니야? 그럼 내가 이래도 좋아할까?
Jiyeon grabbed both my arms and pushed me against the wall. It happened so fast that I didn't have time to resist. Jiyeon gazed at me. He's scaring me. The guy in front of me is not the cute and bright Jiyeon that I know.
내가 신경 끄라고 말 안 했던가?
He grabbed my arms even stronger. My body began to tremble in fear. Please. Please don't do this.
그렇게 나 경고했는데 누난 머리가 나쁜가 봐.
Jiyeon gazed at me menacingly. His eyes were so intimidating that I couldn't speak. Why are you doing this? What's the point?
어떻게 하면 누나는 내 말을 들을 거야?
이거 놔줘.
I could feel my arms getting numb. He's frightening me.
왜? 날 좋아하잖아. 내가 이러는 거 누나가 바라던 거 아니었어?
아니야.
I never wanted this. What I wanted was...
우선 내 말을 들어줘. 난 네가 너무 걱정된단 말이야. 그런 식으로 사람들한테 피해를 주면 안 돼.
닥쳐. 누나가 뭘 알아?
아직 늦지 않았어. 나는 언제든 네 이야기를 들어줄 수...
I've never had such a rough and painful kiss. As I tried to resist, he would grab me harder. It hurts. I never wanted this to happen. My mind went blank. I didn't expect that things would go this way. Why? Why is he doing this? My body began to tremble uncontrollably. I'm scared. This isn't the Jiyeon that I know. My lips felt sore. The guy in front of me is now nothing but a terrifying figure.
좋았어? 아니면 놀랐어? 그것도 아니면 내가 무서워?
This is wrong. I wanted to tell him that this is wrong, but my lips were frozen with fear.
이것 봐, 덜덜 떨고 있네. 내가
Jiyeon grabbed my wrist even harder.
그래, 무서워해야지 누나. 나 같은 놈 조심하는 게 좋아. 난 별의별 짓 다 하면서 살아서 무서운 게 없거든. 누나같이 약한 여자는 나 같은 쓰레기를 조심해야 돼. 나 돌아버리면 어떻게 될지 모르거든.
My lips began to quiver. I don't think that he's lying.
이렇게 건드리면 부서질 것 같은 누나한테 나쁜 짓을 하고 싶진 않아. 내 마지막 경고야. 한 번만 더 신경 거슬리게 하면 그땐 망가뜨려 버릴지도 몰라.
Jiyeon let go of me, and I collapsed onto the floor. My wrists were red and a bit swollen. I could not stop shuddering. Jiyeon's cold voice continued to ring in my ears. I'm scared of you when you act like this, Jiyeon. I felt foolish for hoping that he would come back to being my cute kitty. Jiyeon turned around and began to walk away from me. Are you leaving? When will you come back?
지연아!
I found myself shouting his name. If you leave like this now, we'll never see each other again. I'm going to leave for Seoul soon. I'm going back to Mom.
지연아...
If this is the last time that we'll ever see each other, if he's not coming back then...
나한테 말 걸지 마 이제.
His cold reply made my heart ache. Then, at least let me say goodbye. If this is going to be the last time...
지연아!
내 이름도 부르지 마.
Jiyeon left without any hesitation. I should have told him that this is our last time together. That since it is the last time, we shouldn't just depart like this. That I'll mind my own business from now on, so please show me your bright smile for the very last time. I can't tell him that now. And I'll skip up. And we're back.
야, 바보 주인. 너 몸 관리는 제대로 하는 거야? 그러다가 쓰러지기라도 하면 밥이랑 청소는 누가 해?
By the way, the next cutscene is March 28th. Jiwoo commented, watching me as I picked at the food.
요즘 입맛이 없네.
네 요리가 맛없으니까 그렇지. 풀떼기도 어떻게 조리하느냐에 따라 맛이 천차만별.
조용히 해, 이 건방진 토끼 자식아. 밥주인 요새 상태 안 좋아.
Jiwoo and Jisoo bickered at each other as always. The house was livelier with Jiyeon around. Now I can't find Jiyeon's trace anywhere in the house. I could always smell the fruit-scented shampoo in the bathroom because he liked to take a shower. And there were orange peels on the living room table.
아가씨, 몸이 좋지 않으시면 좀 쉬시는 편이에요.
아니야.
It's so pathetic of me to think of Jiyeon causing everyone to become worried about me. I'm dumb. He mistreated me and yet I still think about him. I feel like bursting into tears.
저기
I have to say it. 1 month later, I won't be here. I have to tell them as early as possible so that the animals can prepare to move somewhere else. I should speak, but I choked up. My lips were quivering. I had no idea that saying goodbye would be this difficult.
이상한 냄새가 나.
무슨 냄새? 난 모르겠는데.
토끼 코가 고양이 코보다 더 좋으니까.
야, 누가 그래?
싱크대 아래쪽에서 나는 것 같군요.
I can't smell it. I guess they have a keener nose than I do since they're animals. Hold on. Under the sink? That's where...
열어보면 되지 뭐.
Jisoo strided to the sink.
안 돼.
I shouted, but the door was already open.
뭐야 이거?
Pungent odor began to spread all over the kitchen. I didn't want to see them. I intentionally put them there because seeing them would remind me of...
귤이 다 쏘고 가잖아. 아깝게.
내가 갖다 버릴게.
I stood up and walked to the sink. The putrid smell was even stronger up close. I can't believe I didn't notice. The dry oranges with white fungus on them looked tacky, just like me.
우울할 때는 귤이 최고야.
What have I been doing all this time? When they are rotting away in the sink cabinet. I feel like a fool. What went wrong? How did things turn out this way? Unable to pick up the orange box, I sank down onto the floor in front of the sink cabinet. This is why I hid them. I didn't want to see them because they would make me cry. Because they would remind me of Jiyeon. Because I know that I now have to forget about him.
왜 우는 거야 갑자기? 너 괜찮아?
Jisoo seemed to have been taken aback.
저기 말이야. 사실
I have to tell them that we'll no longer be able to eat meals like this together. That everything will soon be over.
나 엄마한테 돌아가야 돼.
뭐?
I wanted to be strong in front of them, but here I am sitting down on the floor, crying. I didn't mean to act like this.
나 서울로 올라가기로 했어.
언제? 갔다가 돌아오는 거야?
I feebly shook my head.
뭐? 아예 가는 거야? 언제? 언제 가는 건데?
한 달 후에.
The house became silent. I quickly wiped the tears off my face. I shouldn't cry like this in front of them.
왜 그런 결정을 내리신 거죠?
I took a deep breath and slowly opened my mouth.
이젠 내가 왜 여기 있는지 모르겠거든. 나 바보 같지.
I didn't tell them the truth. I'd rather just be thought of as a fool and say farewell to everyone with a smiling face.
지연이 때문에 그러는 거 아니야?
I avoided Jisoo's eyes.
너 방에 들어가.
응?
내가 치울 테니까 들어가라고.
그래도
들어가서 잠이나 자. 얼굴이 그게 뭐냐?
Though his words were impudent, I knew that Jisoo was trying to take care of me. I don't want to see those oranges right now. Okay. It's better to cry loudly in my room. For me, who just doesn't know when to give up. And for the animals, who have to leave their home because of me. And I'm gonna skip ahead. And we're back. The next cutscene is on April 11th. The living room now looks completely different. I miss the messy living room, with clothes, remote control, and candy wrappers strewn everywhere. The house is now empty. The animals are nearly done in preparing to leave home.
지수야, 넌 언제 나갈 거야?
I hear that Jihae and Jiyeon have already found a place to move into. Jihae's modeling agency arranged it for them.
글쎄, 다음 주 주말쯤?
갈 곳은 정했어?
뭐
어디?
생선 가게 아저씨가 일해주면 먹여주고 재워준다고 해서 내가 있으면 손님이 늘 거라나 뭐라나.
생선 가게?
어,
고양이가 생선 가게에서 일하겠다고?
그게 왜?
That worries me a bit.
지우는?
그 토끼놈은 글쓰러 산에 있는 무슨 절에 들어간다는 것 같던데?
뭐?
Temple?
원래 산토끼가 조상인 녀석이라 알아서 잘 적응할 거야.
그래?
I'm relieved, though. Everyone has a place to go, a new life to begin. I am the only one who does not have a clear future.
밥주인,
응?
너 아직도 지연이 생각하는 거 아니지?
I couldn't answer him.
빨리 있는 게 좋아. 그 녀석 만나면 한 방 먹여주던지 해야지.
One thing for sure is that I'm still thinking about Jiyeon, even at this very moment. What I miss the most in this empty house is Jiyeon's traces.
너 지연이 때문에 서울로 가는 거지?
뭐? 네가 그걸 어떻게?
네 얼굴 보니까 대충 짐작 갔어. 갑자기 서울에 간다니 너답지도 않고.
Was it that obvious? I hung my head, unable to look at Jisoo's face.
지연이 자식, 내가 보면 가만두나 봐라.
지수야.
어?
지연이 만나면 미안하다고 전해줘.
뭐?
그렇게 화나게 해서 미안하다고. 그리고 앞으로 나쁜 짓 하지 않고 지냈으면 좋겠다고.
He might become angry again, thinking that it's none of my business. But if Jisoo were to meet Jiyeon, I really hope that he'll convey this message.
밥주인.
Jisoo looked at me with worried eyes.
아무튼 너 힘들거나 그러면 나한테 연락해. 알았지?
Thank you, Jisoo, and I'm sorry.
너라면 대환영이니까. 외롭고 그러면 날 이용해도 좋으니까.
Use? Use him? Why is he suddenly saying that?
난 언제나 네 편이니까.
고마워.
I was really happy to hear that. Once Jisoo leaves, I won't be able to hear it from anyone anymore. After the next week, everyone, everything would be gone. And I as well. Alright, and I'm going to end it here for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see more, just click the links at the top and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.